Gold just had a nice drop.
Yeah, I saw gold drop like a ton. 200 pips in this Asian session.
Gold's actually just reacted off that zone that I was hoping for a reversal from to go long. But
Yeah, that was the same. I had a short down to there.
at 2163 was my confluence of zones,
Oh, nice one.
which I was anticipating was going to be the reaction from last New York session, but
So have you taken it?
Sorry,
Have you taken the long?
I've taken a cheeky long, yeah.
Well done.
That was my key zone,
Good one.
but really,
I was in the short, so I came out there.
yeah. No, it's got a really beautiful confluence of 4 different zones at 2163, 4. Yeah. I only just saw it. I'm having my muesli, so very low risk.
Yeah. Paul, he had a buy limit here yesterday. But he went to bed. Woke up.
I think it was a bit hard when that line actually had it.
Like,
Might have been there.
literally just didn't get triggered by the spread. Oh man, it's frustrating when it does that. Chris gone long, 2164 gold as well. Take a break from German. Yeah, cool. Alrighty. Where's the music? All right, good morning, everyone. So let's do this. Welcome to it's 22nd March. Jesus, better not be May. Okay, we have no news. We've had a massive week of news. Now we've had retail sales come in stronger than expected for pound, and we've also had a revision higher at 7 o'clock. So previous number was 3.4%, and they revised it to 3.6%. So revised higher for this previous month, and then they're expecting 0.4 to 0. So this showed improvement in the spending behaviours of the British population. We've got German IFO business climate at 9 o'clock.
They're on their way, mate.
Oh, good one. Then Euro Summit all day. Not sure what they're going to be talking about. But then one thing that's not really listed as on here is now the Fed blackout period is over, and you'll probably get comments from almost every single Fed speaker today. So they've got 2 here listed at 4 p.m, 8 p.m. UK time. But on Financial Juice, you can see that there's a list of more of them. So 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and then next mixed in with ECB speakers as well. So yeah, we're going to have a bunch of like little bit of headlines from just these people speaking. Yeah. So other than that, there's no real scheduled economic news. Just what their commentary, thoughts, why they came to the decision like they did. I do think the last time gold had a blow off top like this one, like this big one, it took ages to get back there. So that was over here in December 1st. And then let's have a look at it on the 4-hour chart. So this blow off top back here in December led to a bit of a shock, and then price dropped, and then it took a while for it to build up again. to feed into this wick, and we had something similar after the FOMC, and I sort of believe it's going to do the same thing. It's going to, once we have that sort of blow off top in the Asian session, thin liquidity, it does struggle to get back here straight away. So yeah, I think it still creates a bit of a floor. It doesn't quite look the same. Obviously it doesn't go down in straight lines as well, but because gold is actually used in a lot of like jewelry and things as a store of wealth, it can be hard for gold to maintain these highs. Not like equities. Units of gold is, gold gets expensive. So when it gets so expensive, it does lose a bit of appeal for people to buy it. So it does tend to come back on itself. Whereas like equities when it gets up so expensive and so high, you can still buy like ETFs and fractional shares and things which keep actual access into these investment goods quite achievable still for investors. And because these investors, when they put their money into like ETFs and things, the hedge fund, underlying hedge fund, is, if everyone piles in and starts buying, an ETF, the hedge fund has to go and just purchase the underlying good. So this is why you can sort of see like equity markets, when it gets expensive, it does have these little pullbacks, but it just keeps on piling higher and higher and higher and higher. It doesn't have the same price action as a commodity does, because a commodity is actually used. So I'm cautious on gold, and I haven't done any sort of ideas for this specific session on gold. So yeah, I'm going to reserve comments because I don't want to just persuade anyone when I haven't done my own analysis for this specific session. So let's look at German. German, I'm not exactly liking the price action that we had yesterday in London. So I am watching, and because it's Freaky Friday, I'm just going to just be cautious. I'm just going to watch price for a little bit and then try work out where there's liquidity lying, and then I'll just obviously put my entries where I think there's liquidity. So yeah, we're taking Asian low. So we've take whatever buy orders had pushed price up. Now they have most likely collected them in the form of sell side liquidity. So if they want to use this sell side liquidity as an exchange for them to buy that sell side liquidity and have their buys in place, maybe they want to take it up and then use those orders that they just picked up in the form of they bought those sell orders, people willing to sell to them, and now are they going to push price up and try to take a profit where people were going to be willing to buy those sell orders back from them, and institutions will be entering that in the form of a sell position. So I want to see price do a buy to sell. And where do I think that sell could come from then? That's what we need to ask ourselves, because they're ultimately probably going to push it down initially, because they won't want to buy from such a high position, but they will buy from here so they can use that exchange, hey IP, to then offer it so that where they can sell from higher to buy from lower. So is that sell? Are those people willing to buy back those sell positions? Is it going to be here? Is it going to be here? Is it going to be here? Is it going to be? Is it going to be here? Or is it going to be the biggest one up here? Can't see it going all the way up there, but maybe it could. So the plan is looking for something like this. Or this. Or this. Or this. Oh, good. Nice one, Chris. You bought into the cells. Okay. What do you guys reckon? Morning, Ty. How are you?
I like the buy to sell idea, Hayden.
Hmm.
The double top at the top of the Euro time unit for Asian session is like a reasonable level to target.
Yeah, if London really want to take it down, then then that could be the area that they'll sell to those buyers. Being Friday, protect capital. IP a few minutes ago, price crossed daily flip point, so you go with me. Dave want to go short from 18,155, so that's this bad boy over here, this liquidity candle. You're looking at this one, aren't you?
We've broken H1 HCS zone plus 15-minute FU trend line confluence. And last area liquidity on 15-minute FU. Starting from there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to narrow my focus too much there. That's my only interest.
Yeah, nothing specific, huh?
I like to keep it really flexible.
Yeah.
Be adaptable.
Now the issue is if we've got 18 minutes until London Open manipulation, so that could change things if Euro's too bullish. So I'm just biding my time. Biding my time, waiting for this to click over to 8 o'clock. So let's watch and see what it does above here. And if it pushes up into this zone, does it give a pullback? If it doesn't, and it kind of just, or if it doesn't and just kind of just grinds higher, then I could be interested in taking a buy to push it up into this double top area. So let's see. Johan, thinking of going long at last at the retest of last week's high. Oh, I was thinking of going long at last of the of last week's high. Oh, wait. Last week's high. So you're saying longs from here, from this alert area, 18040. Underneath this New York and London low. Shorting down to there to go up. Dan M. Excellent call, mate, on here. That was a great trade. Alright, Nas just going from strength to strength to strength as well. Can't believe this, what a rally. Put on 4,000 points. Okay, so I was reading something just recently, and it was made me think that there has been a couple of people that have reached out and about struggling to follow a plan, and my response was that it is hard to be like fully mechanical, and I did put it back down to like if you can plan a trade that makes sense, it's easier to take, and it's easier to follow a plan if you've got like your A+ setups. If you're not sure what your A+ setup is, it's a bit harder to follow a plan and follow religiously. And it got me thinking. And then I was reading something, and they brought up that old test about the marshmallow test. You guys heard of that? With the kids?
Yeah, I've tried it several times on my child.
Oh yeah, what's he do?
Doesn't score spectacularly.
So everyone knows it. Does anyone not know?
No idea what's it about, eh?
So they used to be a test, and it was they tried to see that if kids they would be sat in a room, and a marshmallow would be put in front of them, and they would be told that if they don't eat the marshmallow, they would get a second marshmallow as a reward, and it was a test of whether they can defer gratification, and in the hope that they'll be rewarded for it. So they checked it and they left the room, and they told the kids are young, and they said, if you don't need this marshmallow, when I come back I'll give you another marshmallow. And they left the room and they had a camera on, and they watched the kids, and the kids like looked around, and then you see some of them be like, no, just eat it, I want it now, I don't care about the second one, or they're not even sure if the second one's actually gonna come. And they found that the kids that did wait tended to do better at school and grades, because they were able to defer gratification for a bigger reward later on, knowing that if I put up with it now, and in what they translated to was that if they could study, if they do the study now, they'll be rewarded more later on. So yeah, they saw some kids were better at doing it and others weren't. Now this other person, she challenged it, and it was a female scientist, and she was saying, I don't think it's necessarily the kids, I think it's the environment they're in. So what happened is that what they tested was that how many of the kids had they were in an environment where they were a little bit distrustful as well, or maybe they were hungry as well, and that if these kids they said, well, let's do it with different different types of kids then. So let's put in kids that have a bit of a don't have a stable environment as well. And it was overwhelmingly, they all just didn't trust, they didn't have a stable environment. So what they did was they all ate the marshmallow, and they just didn't, it seemed to be that you can't just have like all of a sudden these kids are better than these kids. It was these kids here now all got an environmental similarity. So what it got me thinking was, if you don't have a plan and you don't particularly trust your plan, it's harder for you to follow it, isn't it? So I think that's where it comes from. Do you know you'll be rewarded if you follow your plan long enough, or is it because you don't really you know what's going on in your plan and you know what your setup is, but maybe don't fully understand why it should work? And I think that could then lead to harder to follow, because I know I've found it harder to follow a plan if I don't fully trust my setup. And I do get into that as well when I'm like, I'm not sure. I know what my plan is. My plan says I should take this, but if I don't fully trust it, it's harder for me to follow my plan. So it's not that I can't trade. It's just the current environment. Maybe you're having a bad day as well, and all those little factors can lead in. So it's quite important to trade in an environment that, you trust yourself, or you trust your plan. And that could, and I find the ones, I'm not singling anyone out here, but people that haven't done backtesting, I think that's a big reason why they struggle to take setups in certain ways, is because, or they struggle to hold. So it's like, if say I enter into a trade, okay, and my backtesting and my just experience of taking the same thing tells me that I could hold this trade to down here, but price has given me that first marshmallow, and if I just ignore that first marshmallow, is this too great to take? Or if I defer taking profit when price is going well with me, could I achieve a better reward? And which traders are going to be the better ones? Are the ones that take profits too early, or the ones that can resist the temptation to hold for the greater good? If you're not just because you pick this line out of thin air, but because your backtesting tells you that once you see institutional liquidity being taken, are they looking for just 10 pips, 20 pips, or is institutional liquidity going to take price a lot further? Because that can also be the difference between getting into a trade, being fearful of getting into a trade to, like once it starts going, you don't want to jump in because maybe you missed prime entry because of hesitancy. But then once it started going your direction, do you think, well, I still think it's going to get down to this target. But if you're someone that often takes profit like very soon, it's harder for you to miss your entry and then get in for this last little bit. And then when it pulls back, you're worried because you just haven't trusted your system entirely. So I think it was an interesting test. And another caveat then as well is the traders that are in situations where you just like that you want to get out of. So you really want trading to work, and like maybe then that's putting extra pressure as well. So I thought it's pretty interesting test. I know there's good traders. I know everyone. I don't know about every single person, but everyone here I know can take a good trade. Absolutely. But you guys wouldn't be here as well.
Possibly is a different story.
What are you saying, sorry?
Getting it consistently and profitably and consistently is not always the same thing.
Yeah, and
I can take a great trade, but I still don't get it right as often as I might.
Yeah, and I know there are some that I've seen. I can't say for everyone. I can't compare for everyone because I don't see, but I know the ones that are more active in putting up your own trades, ideas, and doing the back testing and doing the homework. That gets set. I don't really set much homework for you guys, but I know actually it does. And the ones that complete the homework, and the ones that do the back testing and do the spreadsheets and do the testing, you trust your system more, so it's easier for you to defer that marshmallow. Does that make sense? I think it was a really good test.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense.
All right, so I think this is the liquidity move now. So that was the little pullback. So we could see this become a bit of a feedback loop. We're getting close to the London Open. So I'm actually going to remove some of these lower ones, because I think that here, if they're searching for buy side liquidity for them to do the sell, how much are they going to want to take? Justin, morning, would you mind explaining what a liquidity candle is? Yeah, so like these engulfing candles, ones that where you've got because you have like these candles are pushed down and you're getting like these little sell, and you get these candles that wick up above the previous ones and then close strong bearish. That's a candle that picked up liquidity inside that wick. And then opposite for bullish ones. So it's basically engulfing candles, because they contain liquidity inside it. Marshmallows are worth more than most of my trades. Yeah. Also, think if you're trading a funded account, your mindset seems to shift. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Mindset. So it's very, very much a mindset thing. It's not an ability thing. It's not like some people are gifted with more ability to trade. It's a mindset thing and a work thing. Like have you done enough? Have you seen it enough to trust it fully?
I also think this, to some extent, it's time sitting in front of the charts as well.
Yes, yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's just experience. Like at the start in trading, it's you can read up about it, but there's nothing like experiencing mistakes. Those mistakes that you experience, you learn a lot, far more from it than just hearing someone else say, you know, I lost or I moved stop losses and I just took bigger hits, and everyone can say not to do it. But unless it's kind of like you have to, that part of trading, you've got to, that's that, I spoke about the other day, you've got intrinsic learning and, is it extrinsic? Is it extrinsic? No, extrinsic learning and implicit learning. So extrinsic is what you read, what people tell you, what you absorb from outside, and implicit is what you've learned from feeling, from doing it. Okay, this is the open now. If this fails to keep on breaking lows and starts pushing back up, I'm going to give that a long. Only if it starts, like at the moment, I'm not sure if it's grab liquidity go down or if it's grab that liquidity to push price down to grab liquidity from here to push price up to go from some of these deeper points. So I really want to see what happens here, and then I'd look to be buying, and I'd be looking to target at least 20 pips at the start. First trade of the day, I'll keep my risk fairly low. Dave, did you take that sell?
Nope.
It's super quick. I was right on the open.
I'm trying to avoid, as you know, trying to avoid impulsive trades. So.
Yeah.
But no, I'm just going to wait this one out.
Okay, I'm going to give this... Oh, wait a second, what happened? I pushed the button, but it didn't go on. Is that a sign? I tried to go long, but it
Well, it's now dipping into that negation zone, so it'd be good for long.
Why did that not put on? Is it a sign?
It's a sign you should have put it on.
I'll just try it again and it didn't work.
Hayden, I jinxed you last night, for sure. This was happening all day yesterday.
Yeah. You've infiltrated my, That's weird.
Yeah, well, mine went on first time, so maybe you want to stay out of it, given I've got the trade open. It's probably not good.
Damn it, now it's... Yeah, it was on the phone. I haven't got it. I just didn't bother turning the other computer on. Well, I hope someone got long. I hope it just pushes up now. I got to work out why I'm not putting my trade on. Maybe it's telling me something not to trade. shoot, man.
Approaching railway crossing.
Oh, Rob, that you, mate? Again?
Sorry, mate.
Rejected.
I'll mute
order.
it.
Some reason it's rejecting my. My broker's not working. Well, I'm in these. I'm not in these. I want to be in these longs, but it's your video stuff. Yours is not. Blue Guardian's not letting you enter as well. Yeah, it was the Blue Guardian when I was trying to put it on. Okay, trading personal account now. And if they've done something dodgy, I'll be pissed. Okay, so pullback, maybe a little pullback from here, and then push up further. But I'm in this long now on my personal account. So I just gave up 15 pips basically from where I tried to get in. Did I see the email? Blue Guardian moving to C Trader. I saw, but I thought they still. I mean, it was on yesterday. Oh, today. No, I haven't even checked my emails yet this morning. So looking to push price. I was going to secure some at this euro high, this double top area. I think they'll get a nice little pullback from here. So it's a bit crap. They was only able to get a little bit of this move, but I'm going to secure soon. And then I'll watch what price is doing. But let me bring up my emails there. When did they send that email? I haven't got any emails from them since Thursday. And it wasn't about that. Today? Alright, I have to investigate this. Alright, it's alright, not gonna let it bother me. Just trade personal. Paul, what's your plan on trade management?
Yeah, I need to make back some of the loss, so I got stopped at break even, and I'm just gonna hold this if it comes back to zero. But I need the profit. I'm in the damage control this week.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna secure a little bit here. That was above this double top area. I'm gonna leave a runner, but I'm gonna look to if it doesn't do too much of a downward push, I'll look to get back in, add more to the position. But I reckon that here is a healthy place for price to drop a little bit. Not like, I'm not saying like look for sells. I'm saying though that the amount of buy orders that would be just sitting above here would be enough that they could use those buy orders to push price down to maximize this move, where they can look for people that are just grab more liquidity, just constantly feeding into this move. So there it is. There's that little pullback starting. Hopefully for anyone that is long, they're able to survive this pullback. Yeah, I guess MT5 is dead for Blue Guardian.
You convinced me. I closed half.
Okay.
I saw on Blue Guardian the commissions on C Trader look ridiculous. It was $5 a lot or something.
That's standard. So on Razor, it depends on, everyone pays. You'll pay for you. There's always a the way that a broker, like I know that Blue Guardian is, they're not acting as a broker, and the trades are on demo accounts. So technically, there actually is no cost. But if it's acting as if it was a real broker, then you always got to pay per trade. It's either going to be built into the spread, or it's going to be no spread or very limited spread, but then you pay as a commission per trade, and that's very standard.
Yeah, but how does it? So MT5, there's nothing.
No, it's the same.
No, it looks like they don't charge. Maybe the spreads are different. I didn't think so though.
Yeah, I mean,
It's worth a look.
I haven't seen any sort of commission on any of the trades. But on my account just now with Pepperstone, equities, they don't charge me spread. They don't charge me commission. They don't charge commission on commodities and equities, but on currencies, it's $7 per lot. But you can, if you've got a good relationship with them, they'll give it to you for $6 per lot.
Yeah, gotcha. My relationship should be better with them than yours, given they make more money out of me.
Well, it depends how many trades you're taking. Because a good broker, it's not, if you lose, they're not the one that's making money from it. A good broker, if your trades are going into the liquidity pool and it goes into here, and your trades, that broker, all they do is charge you a commission to that you this is the broker. A good broker you put your trades to the broker will pass your trades into the liquidity pool, and they've got to pay an access fee every trade. So that's what the commission is built for, or they build it into the spread. And once your buy order goes in and it gets paired up with someone that's willing to sell, and whatever the price does, your dollars will either go to the seller, or their dollars will come to you. The broker's only making money through you putting trades on, and the more trades you put on, the more times that they pass your trade into the liquidity pool, they'll be making their dollars from you. They want you to take many trades. They don't care if you win or lose. They don't make money from you winning or losing. All right, so that was the little pullback. It's going to remove these things so they don't confuse. And if it gets to If it gets to around, I'm gonna probably close full around this area. Because my position sucked. I got in at 159. Got in around here when I was wanting to get in, like literally tried to get in here, tried to get in here, and then had to go the default route. How do I show commission on MT5 toolbox? Mine comes up in where does mine come up? Yeah, commission. There it is. You got a it wasn't on. It's on my other MT5. On the blue guardian. So if you right click on your toolbox in the columns, and then you've got a tick commission if it's not there. So you should see ticket, you should see change, etc. You can put swap in there if you hold trades overnight. All right, I'm closing this, guys. That was 20 pips for the day. Done. Now, if it blasts from here, no FOMO. No FOMO. Because I've just secured my day, basically. And this is a dangerous area. This is Rob's area. I'm going to entertain a sell, I think. I'm going to try go both ways. Alright. Selling down to this initially to secure some around here. It's going to be like a 10 pip scalp. Then I'll move stops to break even. Can you guys understand why this is a pullback area?
It's just so much liquidity sitting up there.
Yeah. Because if they want to take price higher, they'll be able to maximize that move by engaging with these people that are willing to buy so they can sell to them. And the weight of those sells will likely push price back to then there's an area where people are willing to sell. So they can buy those sell positions to run price up again. Where would they have sold? Probably people would have probably bought the breakout and the close above here, and those buyers that took the breakout probably moving the stops to break even when it hits a dangerous area, so they move stops, and those stops are sell orders. So the market can efficiently come and grab them. That's my thesis anyway. So Asian high, New York high, and London high has been taken now.
Want to sell.
So I'm not too worried about this yet. $7.43 in commissions. Is that what you paid, Sarah? Is this on personal account or on prop account? Funded. Oh, okay. Yeah. If there's personal account, you can you put those as a taxable offset. If it's a funded, because it's a demo account, they're not real commissions. Alrighty, come on. I'm not overly worried about this one. I'm looking for price to come down to here. Stop loss is not there. I've got stop loss out of the way for now. Because I'm willing to. This is the entry I've got. 80. No, not 80. That's 81 and 81.4. And if I push that higher, I'm actually willing to scale into it. That's why I haven't got my stop loss tight. But if it just pushes down, I'm looking for it to come down to this euro high. These candles with no wicks, these like little imbalanced candles. So I'll probably put my take profit 68. And the only way for me to scale into it, what I'd be looking for is if it does indeed break that high. It's not great because my entry, I kind of wanted the quick one. But if it gives me like a liquidity candle, like a wiki candle, then I'll take that as a second entry. I'm only risking low on this. Just giving it a bit of an idea. That whilst I don't want it to go up this high, and I wouldn't be letting it just go full risk up to this area, but it's like, rather than just being, because it's low time frames, rather than just getting caught out with just a candle that wicks up and then drives down. Hence, that's why I've just at the moment for protection. For protection, stop losses out of the way. And because I'm using fixed lots, it's not, the risk percentage doesn't bother me. Alrighty, so looking pretty good. I'll secure a little bit just here, just in case this candle, no wick candle, creates some problems. Otherwise, I'm looking for it to break through there. But minimize risk at this point. And locked in like 8 pips of profit for these little scalps. Still got a portion. Got about 20% run. 25% running on this position. Now, is this a marshmallow? Or should I take this marshmallow?
Oh, I like it, Aiden.
Maybe that marshmallow.
That's the big one, isn't it? That's the main course.
That one.
That's not a marshmallow. That's a marshmallow.
So it'll offer an out. All of this is really good theory and concepts, and like really applicable to trading if you're on the right side. If you're on the right side as the investor, as like institutional money, it works like a treat. But if you've got the wrong bias, or as in you're in sync with the wrong moves, it's freaking awful. You just feel like you're getting the absolute just wrong move. You're buying when they're selling, you're selling when they're buying.
The entry at the beginning of the London Open was very, very, very similar to that one we had a couple of days ago, where there was a negation zone to what time frame?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'm going to find it for you.
2-minute negation zone. Price came back down. Didn't quite hit the Asian low, but dipped into the negation zone and then bought straight up. So yeah, extremely similar.
When was it? Was it German or was it gold?
I remember. All I can remember was pre-open negation. What was it? Was it German a couple of days ago? It wasn't that long ago, was it?
I know what you're saying, but I can't find it. Maybe it was on NAS?
I think so. Anyway, same thing today. So there's a negation zone from 1848. Yeah, anyway.
Maybe it was NAS. No, this is yesterday. It wasn't yesterday, that's for sure. I don't know. Can't find it. Oh. Maybe I should have eaten that marshmallow. What's negation zone? Negation zone is when you have two conflicting candles. So you have something that goes, you have like a bearish candle like this. Say we've got a candle before it, like this, and you've got a very strong bearish liquidity candle, which is this one, and then you get another candle that breaks the low and then goes bullish. And now what you've got is two conflicting candles. One that wicked up, broke the highs to the left, closed bearish. One that wicked down below the candles to the left, closed bullish. So now this whole area becomes like a little bit of a range. So you're looking for price to break out from this, because these two candles cancel each other out, negate, and then effectively creates a range. So you can look for break and retest. Just wait and see which way it goes, because it could be uncertain.
I posted the TradingView link of that zone.
Mm-hmm.
There's
So it's these two candles.
there's one, there's two.
Yeah, this one and this one. Effectively,
Closed above. Retesting there.
yeah. Thanks for sharing.
Gonna take it? No.
Oh yeah, what headlines do we have?
I gotta head off. Gotta go to the dentist. Thanks so much, and have a great holiday. I'll put up links for next. Is it next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? The only days operating. Is that right?
And
No,
Thursday.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Thursday, sorry. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll put
thanks
up
man. Appreciate that. That's really helpful.
Thursday. No worries. All right. I'll
Good luck with the
Yeah.
dentist.
Oh, it's just a clean. In Australia, you call up the dentist. You rock up. They check your teeth. Yeah, you're fine. Quick clean and a polish, blah blah, and you leave. Here in Holland, it's so systemized. Like I went there, and the dentist sees you, and she's like, "Yeah, okay, it's all fine. You're gonna get your teeth cleaned by like a mouth hygienist or something.
Hygienist, yeah.
You gotta make a booking. When do I come back? Oh, in 2 months' time.
Oh wow.
Jesus.
Because it's all free, isn't it? So
Um,
they're loaded with.
No, it's not actually. It's not. The you got to pay for the cleaning part of it.
Oh really? was gonna say, like anything over here, it's in the UK, it's all under the NHS, but because it's just so difficult to get in, it takes ages.
Anyway, have a great time
Thanks,
away,
man.
and I shall see you when you come back.
I will. See ya.
Yeah.
See you, Dad.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Ty, lost picture on YouTube. Have ya? Looks alright. Oh yeah, by the way, this thing, I'm not sure what to do now. Do I hold? Is this just the retest? I've already secured. Do I want to minimize now? Oh yeah, it's all good. Alan's saying it's all good. Alright, last chance for this. I'm gonna... Hopefully this candle just goes. 30-minute candle close, pretty bullish. Like to do wick fill. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave, because I've already secured on this one. I don't want to give any back, so I'm going to leave my stop loss just a couple pips above entry. Me personally. So that way it's locked in, nothing can hurt me. I think it's probably a good chance it's going to get stopped out. I don't want to close it, there's no point closing it. And if it stops me out, then that's okay. Because it's, yeah, it's out. Cool. Alright, well, at least it was good management, I think, on that part. That still secured. This candle here did cause that problem. Never quite got to the lows, but if it's doing this, it's likely going to go on the hunt for more buy side liquidity. So I'd rather just time my trades and then not hold something like, yeah, so I think it was good trade management. Cool. Now what? So done 2 trades now already. Bought from crap position because I couldn't get in, so got in at 59 and basically closed all at this point into some sells. I only secured 9 pips on this and then lost 2 pips on the runner. And now what are we looking for? We've got clean candle here. And then the next bout of liquidity is here. So I don't see this stalling anytime soon.
Yeah.
Can't jump into buys because it's too close to that area. Or can I? No, I can't. think now I'm going to give it a little buy and see if I can get that 9.5, 9.8 area. Gonna play with fire here. Keep my stop loss under here for now. Hey Christian. Am I bullish or waiting price to actually get above liquidity on the left? You just logged in, so I wasn't really set on any specific direction at the start, but we did. I was watching to see what price I was doing, and did take buys. Bought up, and then sold, and now I'm buying again. But I tried, like, I didn't get, like, my entry was, the buy entry was like here, and I closed it here, here, and then I sold 84 over here, and I secured most at this point. I was hoping to get down to this point, but it didn't, and now I'm buying again to push up, hopefully to at least the high. Try to get 10 pips.
Hayden, are we not doing exactly what we were talking about earlier about putting sell orders or right above that little fake out that's sitting on the M3 at the moment?
M3 putting sell orders here.
Well, if we're buying here, then there's going to be a ton of sell orders just beneath it, yeah?
If we're buying here, a ton of sell orders.
Well, they're not just pushing price up just to come back and take all the, just to get some momentum to go
I
down.
see. Yeah, no, there's that layer as well. But if this is an institutional move, which it does look like it is, then they're looking to exchange like all the buy orders that they've picked up along the way. What my theory would be is that they're looking to take price to an area where there is a lot of sell orders waiting, and in that case, it could be a traditional resistance where people would have like sell limits at this point. That's what I was. Now that we're sort of up into this clean candle area, it's super risky what I'm doing here because I'm only just looking at using some of the profits that are made. That I'm looking for them to be looking for institutional moves that this is an institutional move. Now they're looking to offload all those buy positions that they've put on to a place where there's a lot of sell orders. And in this case now, it's going to be just a traditional resistance. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think
it is a mind boggle. It is a mind boggle. I'm definitely aware of that. But like, if I'm wrong on this and my position, I'm a potential seller. You're correct. So there could be all these sell orders here as well. But so far, it's looking good. So the theory's holding. And at the point, I'm going to secure some here because this is the high. And I would like to see price punch up above it. But at least I've just locked in another 10 pips. I'm just basically yeah. Just hyper scalping today. because I want to see it just punch straight up. Punch up like a wick. I'd love to see it just go boom, straight up, and then have that heavy rejection. Because I've already secured, I'm just going to move my stops to break even on this one. This will be the last trade because I'm going to have to scoot. What's happening on gold? You know, it's an easy way to avoid eating that marshmallow. Is to not look at it.
And then the problem is, then you come back, somebody's already taken it away.
Yeah, someone pinched it. then you develop trust issues. What? There is no Santa Claus.
No, of course there is.
Yeah. Well, I hope it doesn't come back. Oh. What happened? I got stopped out. I was just playing around with my stop loss then, and I accidentally put my stop loss at the entry price. Shit. I just made a boo-boo. Damn it, man. I know how. Fiddling with it, and making it break even. But because I was doing it on the phone, I put 89 as my stop loss instead of 83. Idiot. Okay, I've got no dog in this race anymore. Could be a good thing. Yeah, I got lucky. Luckily, I accidentally stuffed my stop loss. I'm gonna bank 6 pips on the end. Or maybe not. I'll just still be in it. Anyway. How do you guys get on? Anyone follow with it? Did it make sense? That's the main thing. Sarah still holding. Cute. Where did you get in? Was it down? It was down in here as well, or was this you're in it already? Paul still holding at BE. Awesome. That's your second position, isn't it? You're looking for 18,200, Sarah. Yeah, sound. Did it make sense, guys? The sort of the moves. Adelaide marked it up. All the zones marked up went exactly as expected. Didn't get into a single trade. Oh no. Yeah. Well, I'm luckily that I stuffed my position. That would have the runner would have been broke even. Yeah. I think I'm going to take that as a sign. I thought that gods were against me when I pushed buy twice and it wasn't working inside of here. But thankfully, from some thorough reflection, I didn't think the move was gonna. I didn't think it was over, so I didn't. Because yesterday I let him. It would have been such a monster because I didn't want to get in because price had where the entry where I had everything set up, but because I just didn't push. I didn't actually send the pending order into the market. It was all set up. I didn't actually push the button. I thought I did until I looked at it. I hesitated getting in afterwards because price had moved away. So this time I thought, well, if they've picked up liquidity, they are going to take it. They are going to sweep this, and this is going to push up most likely. But I was also very conservative with my risk. But I flicked to the live, personal, and then went here. But that's annoying because that would have been some good profits. All right. Well, YouTube, I've got to scoot. I've got to go. So, I wish you guys the best. Trade safe. Review. My advice would be is to go back on the week. Just review your week. Review your pair you looked at or pairs, and then try to find where the best opportunities were, and try to understand the relationship between buy side liquidity and sell side liquidity, and how market moves as just exchanging. Alrighty. Otherwise, I will see you next week. I'm away all of next week, so I hope you guys have a great Easter. I'll be back just after the Easter break for YouTube streams. Okay? Yeah, it'll be like April 2nd or something like that, or April the 3rd, pending how quickly we can get back. But definitely the 3rd, very latest the 3rd, but probably the 2nd, which is fine because Monday's closed anyway. So just remember next week's a shortened week. The markets are open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then they don't open again until April the 2nd because Easter Monday and Good Friday, the market's actually closed. So I'll either see you on the 2nd or I'll see you on the 3rd. Alright, YouTube. Zoomers, stay on just for a tick. But YouTube, I'll see you later. Oh, don't forget to like the stream. Do it.